Hello friends, welcome to JBE classes. This is Brahman. Today our topic is calendar continuation. Calendar continuation. In the last class we have discussed the basic concepts of calendar. What are the basic concepts? Yeah, number one is difference between leap year and non-leap year. Next is how to decide whether the given is a leap year or not. Third is how to identify number of leap years in a given duration. And next is odd days. Very important term, that is odd days. And next is how to find odd days in a given duration. If days are given, how to find odd days. If months are given, if years are given, centuries are given, and within the year or year to year, difference is given, gap is given, duration is given. Okay. And after completing all these points, we have done two examples also. Now let us see the shortcut method. Now let us see the shortcut method. If you know the shortcut method, if you practice the shortcut method, we can solve the questions without using pen paper. Okay, but for that purpose, we need to memorize two things. Basically, we need to memorize two things. What are the two things to memorize? Yeah, these are the two things to memorize. One is century code and another is month code. Okay, pause this video and try to memorize all these codes. If these codes are there in the mind, we can answer them. We can answer the questions without using pen paper. Okay. Just I'll give an idea to memorize how to memorize these codes. Okay. So first of all, century codes. Right. What are odd days? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Remove all odd days. Sorry. Remove all odd numbers. 5 is an odd number, 3 is an odd number, and 1 is an odd number. After removing odd numbers, remaining numbers are 0, 2, 4, 6. Read them in the reverse order. 6, 4, 2, 0. That's all. These are the codes for centuries. So there are many centuries, but here we have given only 4. No, these 4 codes is the cycle. This is one cycle. And you can repeat the same cycle. 6420 is the cycle. Again, next cycle is the same 6420. Next cycle is also the same 6420, and one more also if you want. So you can take as many terms as you want. Okay. Okay, sir. These are the codes for centuries. It is okay. But for which century, which code? So here, no need to memorize for this century. This is the code. This century, this is the code. No need to memorize in that way. Try to memorize only one code, 1 year, 1 century, and one code. That's all. And based on that, what is the before year, before century, after century, after century, after century. In that way, we can go. So for 19th century, the code will be 0. So this 19th century is not a general term which we use in daily life. Generally, 19th century means 1800 to 1899, right? But here, for our convenience only, in this topic only, I am mentioning 19th century for this purpose, 1900 to 1999. Simply, I'll mention it as 19th century. If 19 is there, I'll mention 19. 20 is there, I'll mention 20. 18 is there, I'll mention 18. 17, 16, 15. Likewise. Okay. So for 19th century, it is 0. For 19th century, 0. Before 19, 18. Before 17. Before 16, 15. After 19, 20, 21. So these are the codes. Okay. So what is the 19th century in our topic? 1900 to 1999. Any date is given. Any date is given. Simply consider the century code as 0. Consider that century code as 0. Yeah. Later month codes. Later month codes. Okay, how to memorize these month codes? So here is the trick. See, I'll ask some known questions only. Try to answer them. What is 12 square? Yes, 144. What is 5 square? Yes, actually 25, but I need a 3-digit number. Jan, Feb, March. So for our convenience, we have divided 12 months, 4 groups, each group 3 months. Okay, Jan, Feb, March, one group. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So 12 square, 5 square, this is 6 square, and this is 12 square plus 2. 12 square plus 2. Okay, so these are not derived from 12 square, but to memorize this code, we are using this as a memory tip. Okay, these are the memory tips. 12 square, 5 square, 6 square, 12 square plus 2. Now tell me, what is the code for August? Yes, yeah, here first one, second one, third one, third one. Okay, July 0, August 3, September 6, November 4, December 6, January 1, May 2, April 0, March 4. Okay, so these are the codes for months. Try to memorize them. Compulsory, you have to memorize them to use shortcut method. Okay. Based on hard days, how to say the day. In standard method, 0 starts at Sunday, but in our shortcut method, 0 starts at Saturday. If it is Saturday, 1 will be Sunday, 2 is Monday, 3 is Tuesday, 4 is Wednesday, 5 is Thursday, and 6 is Friday. Okay, sir, but how to get these odd days? Let us see that point. Okay, how to get odd days? So let's see with an example. Suppose if it is 15th August 1947. 15th August 1947. So total this date we have to split into 5 parts. We have to split into 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 parts. So first part will start from the century. It is in which century? 19th century. Okay. So in general, it is not 19th century. It is this date is actually 20th century. Okay. For our convenience only, in this topic only, we are considering it as 19th century. So 19th century. What is the code for 19th century? Simply 0. In that 19th century, how many years are there? Yeah, 47 years are there. In those 47 years, how many leap years are there? Okay. So how to get leap years? Divided by 4, quotient. Divided by 4, quotient. So 11 is the quotient. Next. With this year completed. So with these three things, year completed. Next is August month code. August code is, so August is in which code, which group? First group Jan, Feb, March. Second group April, May, June. Third group July, August, September. This is the August. So this is 12 square, 5 square, and it is 6 square. 6 square is 036. Code for August is 3. This is 3. And 15 days. So simply 15 days. Now add all the numbers divided by 7 and consider the remainder and take the remainder. So instead of doing all the procedure directly, we can cancel the 7 multiples and directly consider the remainder. So in this, after dividing by 7, remainder is 1. So here 11 plus 3 is, yes, 14, direct multiple. So 42 is divisible by 7, remainder is 5. So this is 5 and it is 1. Total number of odd days are 6. Total number of odd days are 6. Based on this 6, how to say the day? Start 0 with the Saturday. If 0 is Saturday, 1 Sunday, 2 Monday, 3 Tuesday, 4 Wednesday, 5 Thursday, and 6 Yes, it is Friday. 6 is Friday. Okay. So all this procedure I have written like a formula, but don't treat it as a formula. If you treat it as a formula in the mind, so there is a formula, we need to memorize that one, we need to remember that one. So all these feelings will come. Okay. Don't treat it as a formula. Simply see here. First term is century code. Next term is number of years. That century number of years. Next term is number of leap years before the date. Before the given date, number of leap years are. Then month code is already given. So remaining days. How many days are there? Those many days directly we can consider. So total this number when divided by 7, what is the remainder will give the number of odd days. Okay. Yes. See the first example. So this one we have already completed. To explain the concepts, I used this one only. No problem, we'll do it again. 19th century 0. Don't write the formula and substitute the values. It's a waste of time. Directly take the values. 19th century 0. How many years? Yes, 47 years. How many leap years are there in 47 years? 11. What is the code for August? 3. How many days? 15 days. So 15 consists of 1 odd day. 11 plus 3, 14. 47 consists of 5 odd days. 5 plus 1 total 6 odd days. If it is the remainder is 6, based on the remainder, day will be Friday. Okay, so we got independence on Friday. Right. Yeah, next slide. Next example. 9th February 1999. So total this date we have to split into 5 parts. First part is 19th century. 19th century code is 0. Next. How many years are there? 96 years. How many leap years are there in 96 years? Generally, 96 to get the leap years divided by 4 quotient. If we divide this number by 4, quotient will be 24. But here see, this date is 9th February. Feb 29th is not covered yet. So in our formula, we have written that point in this way. So this is the century code. This is the number of years and it is the number of leap years before the date. So before Feb 29th, 96 is not a leap year. If Feb 29th is covered, then it is a leap year. Okay. If it is 1st March 1996, yeah, then there are 26 leap years because Feb 29th is covered, completed. So if it is Feb 29, no sir, we should not consider it as a leap year because Feb 29th is not completed yet, right? So after Feb 29th, we have to consider it as a leap year. Otherwise, it is not a leap year. Okay, simply remember, if it is a not a leap year, it's simply divided by 4 and quotient. If it is a leap year, see the date. In this date, Feb 29th is covered, directly quotient. If Feb 29th is not covered, we should not take that as a leap year. Okay, then one will be less for the quotient. Quotient 1 less. So here no problem, it is not a leap year. There are 26 leap years are there. Next. So what is the month code? February 144. 4 is the February code. So then 9 days. Next. So direct cancellation by 7 remainder. When you divide this number by 7 remainder 2. This number by 7 remainder 2. So here 96, 91 is divisible by 7 remainder 5. And this 5 plus 2 is 7. Final remainder is 4 plus 2 6. Again we got 6. So if it is 6, so answer will be Friday. So what is the day of the week for the given date? It is Friday. Right. Yeah, next example. 6th April 2014. 6th April 2014. So it is in which century? 20th century. Code is 6. Okay. 6420 again 6 now. So this is 19th century. After 19th century it is 20th century. So 20th century code is 6. 6. How many years are there in that century? 14 years. How many leap years are there in 14 years? 3 leap years. Okay. April code is Jan, Feb, March. April. This is April 0. 0 to 5. 5 square. 0. And how many days? 6 days. Right. So 14 is directly divisible by 7. That's why cancelled. Okay. 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 6, yeah, 15. 15 means there are 1 odd day. If 1 is the odd day, 0 Saturday, so 1 will be Sunday. This is Sunday. Yeah. Next example. What is the day of the week for 25th October 1818? So what is the century here? 18th century. What is the code for 18th century? 19th century 0. Before 19th century it is 18th century. Before 0 it is 2. 6 4 2 0 now. This is 19. Before 19, 18, 17, 16. This is the code for 18th century 2. How many years in that century? 18 years. How many leap years are there? 4 leap years. With this year completed, month code October, Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. This is October. 12 square, 5 square, 6 square, and this is 12 square plus 2, 146. First term is 1. This is 1. Next. How many days? 25 days. This is directly 25. Okay. 2 plus 1 plus 25. Yes, it is directly divisible by 7. 25 plus 1, 26 plus 2, 28 is directly divisible. 18 plus 4, 22. 22 when divided by 7, remainder is 1. So finally, 1 odd day is there. So if 1 is the odd day, 0 Saturday, 1 will be Sunday. This is Sunday. Right. Yes. Till now we have covered type 1 questions. Now we'll enter into type 2. See, type 2. If 3rd February 2017 is Sunday, then 3rd February 2020 will be. Okay. 3rd Feb 2017, and this is 3rd Feb 2020. So if you observe, here he is not declaring this as Sunday. He is just predicting. If it is Sunday, and based on this one, what will be this date? Okay. So here, luckily date is same. Sorry, luckily date is same. 3rd February and 3rd February. Directly we can check with the year gap. So 2017 to 2020, how many years gap? 3. Those 3 years are leap years or non-leap years, a combination of both leap and non-leap. 2017 to 18, non-leap year. 18 to 19, non-leap year. 19 to 20 is also non-leap year because it is 3rd February. Feb 29th is not covered. That's why it is also not a leap year. 3rd Feb 2019 to 3rd Feb 2020. This is a one normal year gap. Normally 2020 is okay, but so simply remember one point, don't decide based on this year number. If duration is given, don't decide a leap year based on this year number. You have to decide based on the duration, based on the gap. So in that duration, Feb 29th is there, consider it as a leap year. If Feb 29th is not available in this duration, consider it as a normal year. Okay. Totally there are 3 normal years. Every normal year consists of 1 odd day 3 normal years consists of 3 odd days. So simply add 3 days to Sunday, we'll get the answer. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So our answer is Wednesday, right? Okay. So date is same. You can follow this approach. Directly, we can solve this question by year gap, right? Yeah. Second example. If 8th February 1987 is Saturday, if it is Saturday, then 8th February 1993 will be 8 Feb 1987 is Saturday. 8 Feb 1993 will be dash. So first of all, check the year gap because the date is same. 8 February, 8 February. So year gap is 1987 to 1993. That is a 6 years gap. So all these 6 years are leap years or normal years or combination of both leap and non-leap. Yeah, in this duration, 88 is a leap year and 92 is also leap year, right? 1987 to 88, not a leap year, but 88 to 90, yes, it is a 88 to 89, yes, it is a leap year. 89 9 to 90, not a leap. 90 to 91, not a leap. 91 to 92, not a leap. But 92 to 93, yes, it is a leap year because Feb 29th is covered in the duration. Overall, in these 6 years, there are 2 leap years. So 6 years gap, 2 leap years, 4 normal years. 2 leap years consists of 2 to the 4 odd days. 4 normal years consists of 4 odd days. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 means 1. So 1 odd day. Okay. So simply add 1 day to Saturday. We'll get the answer as Sunday. Okay. Simply add 1 day to Saturday. We'll get a Sunday. So we have another approach also for this type of questions. We'll see that in the next example. Yeah, type 2, third example. So here is the date same, 3rd October, but it is 9th February. 1988, but it is 2021. Gap is also somewhat high. Okay. 3rd October 1988. If it is Sunday, 9th February 2021 will be dash. So here, because the date is not same, so we cannot go with the year gap directly. So even if you go with the year gap, so it will be somewhat lengthy. How can we take in the middle? We have to take one date, 3rd October 2020. Okay, 3rd October 1988 to 2020, directly year gap. So in that year gap also we have to check how many leap years are there, how many normal years are there by counting only. And from that 2020 October 3rd to 2021 February. So 2020 October 3rd means how many days are remaining in October? 28 days plus November 30 days, December 31 days, then January 31 days, and February 9 days. 9. So after taking this year gap and after taking these many days, so adding all the numbers, finding odd days, and those many odd days we have to add to Sunday to get the answer. This much lengthy procedure this is. Okay, don't do in this way. Yeah. So for this example, best method is it is very easy to find the actual day for this one. using shortcut method, right? Yeah, find the actual day for this one. 19th century, 0. How many years? 88. How many leap years are there in 88 years? Because 88 is a leap year and Feb 29th is covered, directly we can take the number of leap years as 22. Next. Month code October. October, November, December it is 146 means 1. Next, third date. This is 3. Right? Cancel 7 multiples. 22 remaining 1. So 84 is divisible remainder 3. Sorry, 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. So finally 1. Here is 1. Total 2 is the remainder. If 2 is the remainder, based on odd days, day is 0 Saturday, 1 Sunday, 2 Monday. So actually this is Monday. Actually this is Monday. But Monday is written as Sunday. What is the logic here? Minus 1 is the logic. Simply apply the same logic for this one also. We'll get the answer. Okay. So simply we are comparing the actual day with the given date. Given day. Actual day with the given day. So here also, what is the actual day? Simply do minus 1, we'll get the answer. So find the actual day for this one. 20th century. 46. How many years? 21 years. Leap years? 5. February? 4. Plus 9. Okay, 21 directly cancelled. Next, 9 plus 5 is 14 directly cancelled. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 days consists of 3 odd days. Based on 3, if 3 odd days are there, 0 Saturday, 1 Sunday, 2 Monday, 3 Tuesday. So actually this is Tuesday. Actual day for this one is Tuesday. But our answer is minus 1 of Tuesday. Tuesday before day is Monday. So this is the answer. Simple. Find the actual day, compare with the given day, find the actual day, use the same logic here. Use the same logic here. Right. Next, type 3. Type 3 questions. If today is Sunday, then what will be the day after 125 days? Okay. If today is Sunday, what will be the day after 125 days? So before solving this question, try to answer my questions. If today is Sunday, what will be the day after 1 week? Yes, it is again Sunday. After 2 weeks, also Sunday. After 3 weeks, also Sunday. After 100 weeks, also it is Sunday only. But if my question is, if today is Sunday, what will be the day after 1 week and 1 day? 1 week and 1 day. Yes, this 1 week will give Sunday only, but this 1 day will affect it. With this 1 day will move forward. 1 day will be forwarded. Sunday plus 1 day is Monday. Then it will be Monday in that case. So here my intention is, in this type of questions, the number of weeks will not affect the question. Number of weeks will not affect the question. Simply the remaining days means odd days will affect the question. So in this way, if you use this concept here, in these 125 days, how many weeks are there plus how many days are there? Days means odd days. How many odd days are there? So just by ignoring these weeks, considering these odd days, we'll get the answer, right? So first find number of odd days in 125 days. 125 and divided by 7, what is the remainder? 7 ones are 7, 5 remainder 55, 7 sevens are 49, so 6 is the remainder. So simply add 6 to Sunday, we'll get the answer. That is the answer. So Sunday plus 6. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Saturday is the answer. Okay. So instead of doing this procedure, Instead of doing plus 6, simply we can do minus 1 because it is a 7-day cycle. 1 week is nothing but 7 days. Instead of going forward 6 days, simply we can move 1 day backward also. Instead of doing 5 days plus 5, we can do minus 2. Instead of doing plus 4, we can do minus 3. Instead of doing minus 4, yes, we can do plus 3. Instead of doing minus 5, plus 2. Instead of doing minus 6 days, it is better to do plus 1 day. Okay, so here plus 1, plus 2, plus 3 are easy. Plus 4, plus 5, plus 6, it will take some extra time. So we are converting those plus 4, plus 5, plus 6 also into 1, 2, 3. Right? So find the odd days in given duration. Simply add those many odd days for the given day. Right? Yeah. Second example. If today is Tuesday, then what will be the day before 90th day? But previous question is after 125th day, but here before 95th day, So means in the previous case we have done finding days, we have done plus, but here in this case we have to do minus. So first to find odd days in 95 days. In 95, 91 is divisible by 7, remainder is 4. So simply do minus 4 for the given day. So Tuesday minus 4 is our answer. So just now we have learned one pointer. Instead of doing minus 4, it is better to do plus 4. So plus 1 Wednesday, plus 2 Thursday, and plus 3 Friday. So this is Friday. Okay, right. Next example in the same type. If today is Sunday, then what will be 54th day from today? So here also directly find the number of odd days in 54 days and add those many days to Sunday. Will give the wrong answer. Right? Yeah, observe the previous question and this question. In the previous questions, he has given what will be the day after 125th day or before, but here he is asking for directly 54th day. 54th day. Okay, so same or procedure we can apply if we convert this into this format. So tell me this pointer. 54th day. Yeah, one more example in the same type. If the day before yesterday is Thursday, then what will be the day after 150 days? Okay, so it is easy if it is from today. Okay, now convert the given format into today. So day before yesterday is Thursday, yesterday is Friday, and today is Saturday. So now we came into the previous format. So today is Saturday. The day after 150 days. So 150 when divided by 7, what is the remainder? 7 2s are 14, 1 remainder 10, 7 1s are 7, 3 remainder. Finally, 3 odd days are there. So add 3 days to Saturday. Saturday plus 3 is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So this is Tuesday. Right. Yeah. Next is type 4. Type 4, first example. So what is the date of second Saturday in the month of July 2019? So till now he has given the date and asking for the day of the week. But here the day is given, he is telling it is already Saturday. So we need to give the date. Which Saturday is asking for second Saturday. So how to get second Saturday directly? No, sir, we cannot get second Saturday directly. So here, how to solve this question? What is the approach? Yes. So it is better to find the 1st July. What is the 1st July 2019 day? And based on that day, we can get the answer. Not only this answer, we can give the complete calendar for 2019. Not only 2019, we can get the calendar for complete century and any time, for any time. Okay. So first to find the actual day for 1st July 2019. 1st July 2019. Right. 20th century, 6. How many years? 19. Leap years in 19 years are? Yes, 4. July, January, February, March, April, May, June. July, it is 0. How it is 0? 1, 4, 4, 144, 12 square, 5 square, 6 square. 6 square, nothing but 0, 2, 0, 3, 6. So 0. And how many days? First 1. So 6 plus 4 is 7. 19 plus 4 is 23. 23 consists of 2 odd days. 21 is divisible. Remainder 2. If it is 2, 0 Saturday, 1 Sunday, 2 Monday. 2 Monday. So means 1st July 2019 is Monday. 1st July 2019 is Monday. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So if it is Monday, this will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So what is the first Saturday? So first Saturday is on 6th. So the next Saturday will be, yes, it is 13th. Second Saturday is on which date? 13th. So instead of doing this procedure, we can do. So this is Monday. We need a Saturday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Directly plus 5 for first. 1 plus 5 is 6th. 6th is first Saturday. Second Saturday plus 7. Third Saturday plus 7. So sometimes he may ask the number of Saturdays in that month. Number of Saturdays in that month are. So number of Saturdays are 6th. Saturday dates are 6th. Next 13th. Next 20th. And then 27th. And one more Saturday plus 7. 27 plus 7 is 34. That no month has 34 days. So there are 4 Saturdays in this July 2019. 4 Saturdays are there. Right? And to find number of Saturdays in July month, we don't need to write all this procedure. I'll give one pointer. Yeah, second example in type 4. What is the date of last Sunday in the month of May 2020? Sir, he is asking for last Sunday. It is better to find 30 or 31. No. So for this type of questions, every time it is better to find first date only. So May, 1st May 2020. So find the actual day for this one. 20th century, 6. How many years? 20. Leap years in 20 years? Yes, 5. So 5 or 4? 5, because 21 divided by 4, it is 5. 5 is the quotient. But here it is May, Feb 29th is covered. That's why I'm taking directly 5. If Feb 29th is not covered, then we have to take 4 only. Right. With this year completed. Next, May. Jan, Feb, March, April, May. So 12 square, 5 square. In that 5 square, 0 to 5. May is 2. 2 plus how many odd days? Sorry, how many days? 1 day. So 20 plus 1 is 21. 5 plus 2 is 7. Remainder 6. So finally 6 is the remainder, means it is Friday. So actual day, actually 1st May 2020 is Friday. If first is Friday, second will be Saturday, third is Sunday. Means first Sunday In May 2020, first Sunday is on 3rd. Next Sunday, 10th. Next Sunday, 17th. Next Sunday, 24th. Next Sunday, 31st. Sir, May, will it consist of 31 days? Yes. So 31 days means it is also there. So here, how many Sundays are there? How many Sundays are there in May 2020? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But here question is, what is the date of last Sunday? So last Sunday is on 31st. Last Sunday is on 31st of May 2020. Right? Yes. Third example, in the same type. Fourth type. How many Mondays are there in December 1987? December 1987. So first find 1st December 1987. 1st December 1987. 19th century, 0. How many years? 87. Leap years in 87 years are 21. Next. This year completed. Next December. December is 146 means 6 plus 1 first day. So 21 direct divisible by 7 cancelled. 6 plus 1 direct divisible by 7 cancelled. 87. In that 87, 84 is divisible. Remainder is 3. If 3 is the remainder, 0 Saturday, 1 Sunday, 2 Monday, 3 Tuesday. So this is actually Tuesday. 1st December 1987 is actually Tuesday. First is Tuesday. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So Monday is on 7th. So first Monday is on 7th. Next 7, 14, 21, 28. 28. So these are the dates of Monday in December 1987. There is no another Monday. So there are how many Mondays are there? 4 Mondays are there. Right? So instead of doing all this process, simply by finding first date, we can tell the answer. See, if a month consists of 28 days, every weekday 4 times will come. If a month consists of 28 days, every weekday comes 4 times. If a month consists of 29 days, every weekday will be 4 times plus 1 day will be 5 times. 1 day will be 5 times. What is that 1 day? Yes, first date. First date. So first is same as 29th day. Okay. Next. If a month consists of 30 days, yeah, every weekday 4 times, but 2 days will be 5 times. 2 days 5 times. What are the 2 days? First and second. First and second. First date is same as 29th day and second date is same as 30th day. Next. If a month consists of 31 days, every weekday 4 times plus 3 days remaining. What are the 3 days? Same as first, second, third. Same as 29, 30, 31. 29, 30, 31. Right. Here see how many Mondays are there. How many Mondays are there? So 1st December 1987 is Tuesday and December consists of 31 days. So 31 days means first, second, third will be 5 times, remaining all are 4 times. 28 means every weekday 4 times. 29 means first day will be 5 times, remaining all are 4 times. 30 days means first and second 5 times, remaining all are 4 times. 31 days means first, second and third. These are 5 times, remaining all are 4 times. So here first, second, third 5 times. But first is Tuesday. Monday is not in the first, second, third day. So 4 days are there. 4 Mondays will be there. How many Tuesdays? 5. How many Wednesdays? 5. How many Thursdays? 5. But how many Fridays? 4 only. How many Sundays? 4. How many Mondays? 4. Right. Next, type 5, first example. What is the repetitive calendar of 2017? Repetitive calendar. Or when we can get the same calendar of 2017. So we are using 2017 calendar, and the same calendar 2017 we can reuse in future. We can reuse the same calendar 2017 in future. When it is, when we can use that same calendar. Okay. How can we say the two calendars are same or not? Yeah, just by seeing 1st January and yes 31st December. If these two are same, then the two calendars we can say they are same calendars. So 1st January is matching. Then can we say it is the same calendar? No. Compulsory we have to check this point, this one also, because when will you get a different, when it will be, when it will go wrong? Yeah, when you compare a leap year with a normal year, because a leap year consists of, normal year consists of 28 days only, but a leap year consists of after 28 there will be 29th also. So from here onwards days will be changed. Okay. So from this point we can say one thing here. So repetitive calendar or same calendar for a normal year, repetitive calendar must be a normal year only. For a leap year, repetitive calendar must be a leap year only. If any normal year is given, our answer must be a normal year. If a leap year is given, our answer must be a leap year. Okay, right. Then how to find the repetitive calendar? Suppose if today is Sunday, the same day next year will be, yes, it is Monday. The same day next year will be, it will be Tuesday. So it will go one way forward. Suppose if there is any leap year, so it will be 2 days also. It will jump 2 days also. And again somewhere it will be again Sunday. Yes. So this is already Sunday. Today is already Sunday. The same day will be again Sunday. So we can say these two calendar will be the same. These two calendars will be same. So I am applying the same procedure what I have mentioned here. See. Start from the given year 2017, 2018, 2019, 20, 20, 2021, 2022, and so on. So here how many odd days are there? One odd day. 2018 consists of how many odd days? One odd day. 19 consists of how many odd days? One. 2020 consists of, it is a leap year, two. So from here onwards, we know very well for every 4 years there is a leap year. That's why 1, 1, 1, 2, and so on. And so on. So simply here, add digit by digit. Add digit by digit. We have to stop at 7 multiples. Where we have to stop? We have to stop at 7 multiples. Right. 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus 1, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. So where we got 7? At this point. So then here we got 7. Means next year will be the answer. Because up to this is one cycle. The next day is same as this day. Okay. After 7 days, the next day is same as this day. So what is that year after 2022? 2023. 2023 calendar and 2017 calendar both will be same. Right? Okay, this is the procedure. We'll see the shortcut for this also. Okay. Yeah, next example. What is the same calendar of 1986? So start from the given year 1986. 1987. Write the year numbers up to one leap year. Up to we got a leap year. 1987. 1988. Yes is a leap year. Stop here and write the odd days. 1986 is a leap year or non-leap year? Non-leap year consists of one odd day. 87 non-leap year consists of one odd day. 88 consists of two odd days because it is a leap year. From here onwards, we know very well for every 4 years there is a leap year. Every fourth year is a leap year. So 1, 1, 1, 2. Next 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 2. And so on. So here add digit by digit, stop at 7 multiples. So we have to stop at not 7. We have to stop at 7 multiples. So what is the first multiple of 7? 7. Next multiple 14. Next multiple 21. Next multiple 28. Next multiple 35. If you have any problem at 7 multiple, first 7 multiple, go to the next 7 multiple. If we have any problem at next 7 multiple, go for the next 7 multiple. 1 plus 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, sir, here we got 7. So next year is the answer. Okay. So this is 1988, 89, 90, 91 and 1992. Yes, it is the answer. No, it is not the right answer because 1986 is a leap year or non-leap year? Non-leap year. But how can we say it is a leap year calendar and non-leap year calendar match each other? 1986 there is no February 29, but 1992 consists of February 29. Yes. So here, even though here 7 multiple is matching, we should not stop here because we got a leap year, but we need a non-leap year. So go forward. So after 7, next multiple 14. Stop it. 7 multiple. 7 plus 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 14. Here we got another next multiple of 7, that is 14. So next year will be the answer. Yes. So this is 1988, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, and 1997. Right. So 1997 calendar and 1986 calendar both will exactly match each other. Right. We'll do one thing here. Suppose 2013, 1998, 2019, and 2012. Yeah. So for this, try to solve these four. I'll give the shortcut. 2013, non-leap, 14, 15, 16. From here onwards, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Here we got 7. It's a multiple of 7. So next year is the answer. This one. 2013 it is. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 2019. Okay. Next example, 1998. 1998 is a normal year 1. 99. 2000 is a leap year. From here onwards, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, and so on. So add the days 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we got 7, but next year cannot be the answer because we need an ordinary year, but it is a leap year. So continue. 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Here we got 14 is a multiple of 7 and next year is the answer. What is that year? 80, 1980, 1998 is 99, 2000. 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2009. 2009 calendar and 1998 calendar. both are same. And next 2019. 2019 is a leap or non-leap? Non-leap 1. 2020 leap year 2. From here onwards 1 1 1 2 1 1 1 2 1 1 1 2 and so on. So add the days. 1 plus 2 3 4 5 6 8 7 is missing 8 so stop at next multiple. So 8 9 10 11 13 and it is 14. 14 is a multiple of 7. So stop at this point and next year is the answer. What is that year? 2019 it is. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. For 2030. 2030 calendar and 2019 calendar will be the same. And 2012. So you try to do it in the same procedure. Okay. Now I am going to give you the shortcut. See how we are taking a shortcut is if we divide this number by 4, what will be the remainder? 2012 is divisible, remainder will be 1. If we divide this number by 4, remainder will be 96 is divisible, remainder 2. If we divide this number by 4, remainder will be 2016 divisible, remainder is 3. If we divide this number by 4, remainder will be, yes, it is 0. So any year number, if we divide by 4, any year number, if we divide by 4, so remainder possibilities are 0, 1, 2, 3. That's all. Means in the exam, he may give any year number, that year number will come one of these 4 cases only. One of these 4 cases only. Okay. Next, any year number with the remainder 1, any year number with the remainder 1, the sequence is same or not? Yes. If the sequence is same, always our answer will be at this location only. Okay, always our answer will be at this location only. 2013 become 2019. How much is added? Yeah, 6 is added. Directly by adding 6. If the remainder is 1, by adding 6 we will get the answer. Next. For any year number with remainder 2, this sequence will be same or not? Yeah, same. So if the sequence is same, every time our answer will be at this location only. Right? So 1998 become 2009. How much is added? 11 is added. Directly by adding 11 we'll get the answer. So 2019 become 2030. 11 is added. Directly add 11. So 2012 is a leap year. Simply add a 28 will get the answer. Okay. I'm giving a shortcut here to get same calendar. Divide given year by 4. If the remainder is 0, so remainder 0 is nothing but a leap year. If remainder is 0 or it is a leap year, simply add a 28. If remainder is 1, add 6. If remainder is 2 or 3, add 11. That's all. Now see the previous questions. 2017. When it is divided by 4, what is the remainder? 16 is divisible, remainder 1. If the remainder is 1, add 6. 2017 plus 6 it is 20, 23. That is the answer. If you see the next example, 1986. 1986, when you divide it by 4, what is the remainder? 84 is divisible, remainder 2. If 2 is the remainder, add 11. So 1986 plus 11 is 1997. That's all. Next, if you see the next example, 2012 is a leap year. Directly add 28. 20, 40 is the answer. Okay, try to remember the shortcut. If you practice, automatically it will be memorized. Okay, but is it true 100% in all the cases? No, it is not. It will not applicable in this type of questions. See one example. What is the repetitive calendar of 19 some 1896? 1896. What is the repetitive calendar? If you start the question, 1896 is a leap year. That's why here number of odd days are 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. So is this sequence is correct? Let us verify. This is 1896 leap year, 97, 98, 99, and it is 1900. Now tell me, 1900 is a leap year or non-leap year? Non-leap year, but how can we take 2 days, 2 odd days? No. So here there is only 1 odd day. So the sequence is disturbed or not? Yes. If the sequence is disturbed, then we cannot apply the same shortcut for this type of questions. Okay. So then how to use the shortcut? See, suppose year number is 1937. 1937. 1937, 36 is divisible, remainder 1. If we add, if the remainder is 1, add 6. If we add 6, answer will be 1943. 1943. Before giving the answer as 1943, just to verify, between 1937 and 1943, is there any non-leap century? What are the non-leap centuries? Yes, 1900 is a non-leap century, but it is not a leap year. 2100, 2200, 1300, 1500, 1800. So these are the non-leap centuries. Within the given year and our answer year, if there is any non-leap century, the shortcut is not valid. Otherwise, the shortcut is valid. Okay. So here, if you observe 1896, 1896, it is a leap year. If you add 28, 19, how much it is? 4, 1924. So 1896 is given. By adding 28, we'll get 1924. But before giving the answer as 1924, just to check, between 1896 and 1924, is there any non-leap century? Yes, there is a non-leap century, that is 1900. That's why the shortcut procedure is not applicable. Okay, so this will give the answer, correct answer, except for non-leap centuries. Okay, then how to find this one? Means the previous procedure method is there now, and that procedure is applicable for every question, whether it may be a leap or non-leap, or no need to see that all those things. Simply that 1 1 1 2 1 1 1 2 1 1 1, that procedure is applicable for every question. See here I am doing the same procedure. Given here is a 1896 2, but 1 1 1, it is not 2, it is also 1, because 1900 is not a leap year. Then 1 1 1 2 1 1 1 2 1 1 1 2, and remaining is okay. So here add digit by digit. 2 plus 1 3 4 5 6 7. So here we got 7 is a multiple of 7, first multiple of 7, but next year no, it cannot be the answer because we need a leap year, but it is a non-leap year. So then go forward. 7 plus 1 8 9 11 12 13 14. Here we got 14 is a multiple of 7, but next year, yes, it is a leap year. Yes, it is the answer finally. So if it is 1900, 1901, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1908 is the same calendar of 1908 is the same calendar of 1896. Okay. So if you want to use shortcuts, compulsory you have to you should not miss the exemptions for those shortcut methods. So every shortcut will have an exemption. So try to remember that exemption, because examiner will thought many will use the shortcut means examiner will give the question in such a way that the shortcut method will give the wrong answer. Okay, so knowing the shortcut is not enough. With that shortcut, what are the exemptions for that shortcut is also required. Okay, so with this, calendar topic is over in standard method as well as shortcut method also. Okay, we'll try to do some previous question papers from SSC exams or some other exams. Okay, we'll try to practice some more questions in the next sessions. Thank you.